welcome to this WSYR Plus Extra. I'm Bob Driscoll. Today, this is for you, WWE fans. The Holiday Tour is coming to both Rochester and Syracuse coming up at the end of this month, as well as January 1st. We're joined by two very special guests today, Aleister Black and Zelina from WWE. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
First of all, fans going to a live event, if this is their first time or maybe they've been to a few before, what can they expect at a live event?
Some of the most unique entertainment you'll ever see. WWE is a show unlike anything else. It's hard to explain this violent theater that we do, and perhaps violent theater is the exact right way of enunciating it. There's nothing that I can really feel kind of embodies the spirit of like Americana more than like professional wrestling. And I think that for anybody in their lifetime, you should at least go to one WWE event, whether that's TV or live, and kind of get a feel for what that is, the energy that it gives off, but also the energy that it reciprocates. It has everything, man. It is such a unique embodiment of this aspect of our entertainment industry.
Now, I'm going to date myself here, but the Holiday Wish Tours hold a special place in my heart. My parents gifted me back in 1992 with a Holiday Tour tickets to Utica. I can still tell you every match on that card from December 26, 92 in order and who won. What makes these Holiday Tours so special?
I think in combination with, the year ending, it's like a really cool little button at the end of the year. Plus, it's become a tradition to have these tours. So I think there's a level of expectancy that people nowadays have when it comes to like the zeitgeist of professional wrestling, where there is a WWE event. You can count on it, it being there.
And it makes people remember. Obviously, you remember yours. That's what we want.
Yeah, I think there's a rooted form of nostalgia in there. Like people like yourself who've done this when they were younger, and you have fond memories of it. So those fond memories are hopefully then passed on to, another person that you came into contact with, and so forth and so forth. And so it kind of becomes this living entity where at the end of the year, there is WWE holiday tours.
Look forward to, for sure.
Yeah.
Undertaker versus Papa Shango, the main event that night, in case you were wondering. It was a classic. Syracuse has a unique wrestling history. TV used to come here a lot. I know this is a non-televised show. I went to In Your House 1 here in 1995. This is also where David Arquette won the WSW title in 2000. Can we expect some more famous moments here on January 1st?
I think you can always expect something different and unique to happen at a WWE show. The beauty is you never know what's going to happen. The unpredictability of that violent theater, sports entertainment, professional wrestling, live wrestling, however you want to call it, is one of the things that draws people in. There's a setup every single week with a storyline that prolongs itself in some way or the other. Sometimes there's payoffs. So anything that you're following can either end there, it can be continued there, it can take a completely left turn there.
I was going to say, yeah.
It's an unwrapping Christmas gift continuously.
I like that, yeah.
That's a great way to put it, yeah. I still remember unwrapping those tickets. Syracuse and Rochester are both known for having pretty good crowds, loud crowds. How much does a crowd play into what you do out there every night?
100%.
They're everything, yeah.
It's tough when we've been to places where the crowd is perhaps not as always a recipient, whether that is oversaturation or just general tiredness or not really knowing what to do with what they're witnessing. My best nights, and I think everyone's best nights in professional wrestling, is when the crowd will give you 100%, so you can give 100% back. We are 100% a mirror image of one another when it comes to the distribution of energy back and forth. And it's always lived that way within professional wrestling. We need the crowd. We are nothing without the crowd.
I think COVID showed us that more than anything.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, when you guys came back from COVID and you could actually, see the audience, it's amazing what a difference that made. Now, you've both been doing this for a while. Do you still get butterflies when you walk through that curtain?
Every single time.
I don't even get butterflies. I get like pox.
Yeah, I get super nervous, and I've always told her the day that I don't feel anything anymore is the day that I'll step out.
Now, you got both have now started working together on camera a little bit. How does that work out? I mean, at the time that we're talking, you got a matchup on coming up on SmackDown together, right? Is that fun working together?
Incredible amount of fun.
Yeah, it is, and it's also something that we had wanted to do for a while, and it's just cool that even little things that we did in NXT as enemies we're getting to do now, and it's those little things that if you pay attention, like he's very big on planting seeds and making sure that people can follow the breadcrumbs all the way to finding the bigger story, and that's always fun for us for sure.
Yeah, it's a different way of planning where those said breadcrumbs. It's fun to like play something in week 3, and then all of a sudden in week 7, what we did in week 3 all of a sudden makes sense, and and now we get to kind of plan that together. I think I've stated this in a couple times that we were supposed to do this back in 2020. Obviously, the paths that be chose different turns. She was able to get a lot of experience on her belt as Zelina Vega herself with all her installments that she's had and the single runs and the big moments in Puerto Rico's and the single titles and stuff. And whereas I had the ability to develop myself in a different way somewhere else, but then coming back for both of us using what we've been building in the past 5 years to now kind of like collaborate on is the right time, the right move. I think if we would have done it in 2020, mind you, we shot test vignettes and everything, but if we would have done it there, I don't think it would have had the embodiment that it has now.
Yeah, your vignettes are incredibly entertaining. My dad was deathly afraid of snakes, so he would not have been entertained by that. But he was a big wrestling fan, so he would have watched. But yeah, your vignettes are great. Dream opponents you both have. Anyone, any time period, who would you like to have faced or want to face going forward?
So many names. Like I don't know how long we have, but I think for me, it will always be one of the top of the names. Always Eddie Guerrero. That's always been one of my absolute biggest inspirations for professional wrestling, but also perhaps to the WB fan, perhaps a little bit more of an obscure name, but Hayabusa is one of the reasons why I became a Japanese wrestling legend. Yuji Nagata is another wrestling legend. Robbie Brookside, one of my own trainers. And in modern times, like Gunther, I have had a long history with him because we come from the same place in Europe. We both grew up in Westside Extreme Wrestling, which was Germany. Him obviously being from Austria, me being from the Netherlands, but that was the one place that we every week would, compete, and we've competed a lot against each other. And he's turned out to be, and he was great back then. And I think he's phenomenal now. I think him would be an absolute blast. And even though we briefly touched, Cody Rhodes is obviously another one. And despite the fact that obviously Saturday is his last appearance, but John Cena in any shape or form would have been fantastic.
Yeah, I know you've got a long history with Cody going back over the years too. I mean, your matches with him are always great. And Zelina, he mentioned your moment in Puerto Rico too. How was that a couple years ago? And do you look forward to potentially going back there?
I always say that's one of the best nights of my life, not just my career, but my life. And I still, to this day, I feel like they have no idea what they did for me. Like that crowd has no idea how much that meant to me that night. And it's something that I still, I get a little emotional when I get to watch it back, even randomly, but it's something that I hold really close to my heart, and I always will. I never thought I was going to have a moment like that. I mean, that was my WrestleMania moment. Like that was everything. And, championship or not. But I think as far as going back, I think that would be incredible. I think that Puerto Rico really showed out. That crowd was very, very much like, we're going to show them who we are. And they were looked at as one of the best crowds, so I think they definitely proved that point.
Yeah, and it's I look forward to hopefully WWE going back there soon, and definitely look forward to see what's coming out of you two working together on screen. I love the angle.
Thank you.
All right, and WWE coming to Rochester on December 28th and Syracuse January 1st. Tickets are available now. Aleister Black and Zelina, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Download the WSYR Plus app on your TV to stream News Channel 9 for free. Just go to your smart TV, search WSYR Plus in the App Store, and download to start streaming today.